And next up we have Glenn. Please give him a round of applause. Alright, I have my ninth installment of Questionable Love. Alright, this one's called The Keys to Love. I go to a party with my wife. All of our friends are congregating. We are going to have the time of our life after all of this mingling. I walk in the door and throw my keys in a bowl. My wife says Stacy is a whore that doesn't know how to shut her hole. I talk the talk, I walk the walk, but I am here with one thing, here for one thing. It's my best friend's wife I stalk, and yet I do no wrong to my wedding ring. It is the end of the night, and Stacy has my keys, so it's not my wife, but Stacy that I will please. And next up is Rich. Please give him a round of applause.
How you do this? Oh yeah, I figured it out. First try. There you go. All right, can everybody hear me? Oh, it's working. I think the mic was having trouble, like when we got up and kind of moved around. I was like trying to diagnose it while everybody was up there. First off, I'm really tired tonight, so it's kind of heavy a little bit, so kind of keep it on the mellow tonight, you know? Sometimes get real crazy, but I don't think tonight's gonna be one of them crazy nights. But maybe, we'll see. We'll see if I get into it. But the whole time I was trying to gather the courage to come up, because in my mind I couldn't figure out exactly how I wanted to say what I wanted to say, because I feel like I have 19 million things that I want to say. Anybody else? Can anybody else level with that feeling sometimes? Like you want to get up? Thank you. Like you want to get up. You know you have a lot of things that you want to say. You just don't know how to say it. And you know what? I just told Errol. I'm sorry. I can't remember the guy's name that was just up right now with his laptop. Glenn. Thank you. He walked out and he's got his laptop. And I looked at Errol and I said, yo, check it out, man. He's got his laptop. Like, that's really cool. And it was funny because, like, something clicked inside of me real quick. So I had to stand up, and I was like, that's what I needed to see tonight, to get up on that mic and to say something and to hopefully give the people that are here, you know, a little something to take home, possibly. I say that out of hope that you know, what I say will have some sort of positive effect. I don't say that in a way that kind of aggrandizes my own ego, like I want to be the guy on the mic that says something cool, because sometimes I want to be that guy. Keeping it real in the 09. So anyhow, I just hit a blank right there. So anyhow, we got a lot of things going on. We got a lot of things going on here at school. Got a lot of things going on in the town, a lot of things going on in the state, nationwide, blah, 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 right? And the thing, like the feeling that I'm getting here tonight from just hearing everybody speak, and I'm really trying to listen and to get a feeling for like what's in people's heart, like what's in their heart tonight. I've kind of been disconnected somewhat from the actual words of what everybody's been saying tonight, but rather trying to like feel their heart, feel their spirit. Right before we got up here, I was thinking about like, you know, I want to say thanks to Freedom and to everybody that makes sure that this thing keeps going every week, because of the fact that we can come up here and express ourselves, and express our heart, express our soul, and say these things that we feel are important to say. And sometimes we can come up and act the fool and talk crazy, you know, and that's cool because we need that. And so I just went off in another direction from where I was before. Now I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going to keep going. So anyhow, we got a lot of things going on, right? And I was trying to like just feel, I remembered it, just clicked again. I was trying to remember, like I was trying to feel what people were saying tonight, like what's in their hearts. I feel like at the beginning when I believe it was Errol, when he was reading the poem from Cindy Sheehan's mother, what's his name? What was his first name? Casey Sheehan's mother wrote, correct? She's the one that wrote that. Okay, and I think that there was something about a nation that was numb and asleep, like kind of numb, right? Was that you that said that was it in that poem? I can't quite remember. And I can feel kind of like, not maybe a numbness, but a feeling of maybe overwhelmingness. People are overwhelmed or something because there's so much going on. I know there's so much going on. There's so much that people are feeling because I can tell by the way that people come up and talk. I can tell by the way that people talk when they talk outside of the open mic. And when you walk by people in the street and you look them in the eye and you say hi and something ain't right. Something ain't right. So I come here tonight, I guess, to say to the people that know inside their mind and their heart that something ain't right, because of all this external craziness that's going on, that at least I can kind of level with you. I feel where you're at. Maybe I don't feel where you're at, but I feel where I'm at, and maybe I feel that where I'm at might possibly be a little bit of where you're at. And so I got to thinking, what the hell am I going to talk about tonight? And I asked God to put a word in my heart, put something in my heart that I can give to you guys that you can take with you. And so about 3 weeks ago, I was at work. I just started a new job. I'm very grateful for that, thank God. And a lot of things, of course, on my mind, on my heart, feeling heavy. I carry a heavy burden with me. I can't stand the things that I hear in the news and the things that are going on and the people that are struggling. And so I was feeling real heavy. And walked home and was expecting something from my mother in the mail. God bless her heart. She lives in Fountain Hills, Arizona. And so I got something from her in the mail. I was expecting that, but what I wasn't expecting was a package that I got from a young lady down in Kentucky. That I know she's a Catholic missionary down in Kentucky at the University of Kentucky. And again, I'm just trying to, this is all kind of walk with me here, putting this in perspective. And she sent me this book. She sent me 2 books. And one of them is this book, never heard of the man before until a few weeks ago. It really helped to put things in perspective for me, kind of in a way. And make sense of a little bit of what's going on and this struggle and this craziness that I know you guys know what's going on. I hear Errol talking about things and I'm trying not to go there. I'm trying not to go there, Mike. I'm trying not to go on a big political rant. I'm really not. But we know what's going on. We know what we feel. We know what we see on TV. And so we know what we see out there in the streets. We know what we see in people's houses when we go there. We know what they feel without sometimes them telling us how we feel, how they feel. Okay? And so I'm like, what is this package in my mailbox, right? And it came from this young lady down in Kentucky. She went to school here. And I had these 2 books in it, and one of them is called A Man of the Beatitudes. It's about a story about the blessed Pier Giorgio Frassati. Has anybody in this whole entire union, ever heard of Pier Giorgio Frassati? Neither had I. Neither had I. And so he ended up, he only lived to be 24. He died of polio very quickly. It hit him. I guess from what I understand, polio is something I guess that can strike quick and take you out pretty quick. I'm not very familiar with polio, but died at 24 and was very involved in the Catholic Church. And very, very involved. But more importantly, getting to the crux of the matter is, he was a son of an ambassador to Italy. And his father owned La Stampa, which was a newspaper. And so he grew up in this family. that was completely just elite. This was an elite family, okay? And had everything that one could ever want in the worldly, material realm. Anything that he would have needed, could have had.